Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for downloading or for showing interest in downloading our menu engineering worksheet. This is a plug and play, very easy to use worksheet that will allow you to actually identify and categorize all your menu items to be able to determine whether they are stars, puzzles, plow horses, or dogs. Then you can make educated decisions to be able to know if you keep your items on your menu, if you remove them, or if you do something different with them to be able to push them more and drive more sales. With this video, I want to quickly show you how to use this worksheet. So the first thing that you need to do, obviously, is to identify your restaurant, your type of concept, and the period that you're going to be working with. These columns specify a different thing. For example, for the first one, we have the number of menu items sold. The second one shows our menu mix in percentage. The third one specifies our ingredients cost for each menu item. This one specifies how much we're selling it for, and this one shows our contribution margin, meaning how much money we have left after we have taken out all the expenses from the actual price that we sell it for. This will be our cost of goods and our final revenue in terms of sales. Finally, we have our contribution margin or gross profit based on these two numbers. These two columns will allow us to identify or categorize our menu items. This column will allow us to categorize it by contribution margin and this by menu mix. And when we put these two columns together and compare them to these columns that we have here, that's going to give us automatically a result. Now let's remove the information for the last two items and you will see how this works. If you're going to do this, just remove the information on the white cells, and now we're going to repopulate this. So say for this one I have or I usually I've sold during the period that I specify 170 units. You see that automatically, in comparison to all my other menu items, gives me the menu mix in percentage. Now obviously this is an exercise that you have to do on your own. You have to figure out how much each menu item costs you, and this is the number that you're going to have to plug in here. So I'm going to say that my ingredients cost me $4. And I'm going to sell this for $9. You see how automatically all these numbers change. Now let's do that exercise again. My cost of ingredients is $4. You see how these numbers change here, but I still don't have a revenue because I haven't specified how much I'm going to sell it for. I'm going to say I'm going to sell this for $9. You see that my contribution margin here is $5, which is 9 minus 4. My menu cost is $680, and my revenue per item is $1,500, and my contribution margin will be $850, which will be this number minus this number. Now, how do I figure this, or how does this worksheet figure this out? This works in the following way. If we go down here, it says for column J, compare F, which is this number, with R, which is this number right here. If it is lower than R, then it's going to be a low. If it's higher than R, then it's going to be a high return item. Now for for column K, we compare if the item is lower than L, if S is lower than L, meaning this 7.78, then it is an L. And if it is higher than S, then it is an H. These are automatically populated. Now let me remove this again. You will see how that gets populated automatically. Or, and you see right here how it gets populated. And this automatically tells me this is a plow horse. What is a plow horse? It is a popular item that offers very low contribution margin. So let's do this other one. I'm going to say that I sell about 80 items of this dish. That gives me a menu mixing percentage of 3.95%. I'm going to say that my cost for all the ingredients that I use for this dish is $3.50. And I'm going to sell it for $7. You see how automatically, again, all these fields right here get populated for you. You don't have to do absolutely anything. It gives you automatically your contribution margin per item, gives you your menu cost or cost of goods, it gives you your revenue per menu item, and your contribution margin gross profit. Okay? And this also gets auto populated. Now in this case we have a dog. A dog is the worst performer item in popularity and contribution margin. This is telling me that I probably would want to get rid of this menu item or reconsider how I'm showing it on my menu, whether it is through the menu item name or the menu item description, and see if that helps to push it a little more in terms of sales. But as it is right now, the best consideration will be to actually get rid of that from your menu. If we see a plow horse, which is a popular item but with a low contribution margin, then we might do two things. We might get rid of it, or we might also rethink how we show it on our menu. We might give it a little bit more of a showcase on our menu to see if it increases sales. We might reconsider what kind of ingredients we're using, etc., etc. If we see a puzzle is an item that offers a very high contribution margin, but it's not very popular. So what can we do to push more sales for this type of menu items? You might consider to, again, figure out a different name, figure out a different placement uh, for your specific menu item on your menu, different ways that you can do this type of things. And obviously your stars are your best performers in popularity and contribution margin. So these are the ones that are actually making you money. These are the ones that you actually want to showcase the most because they are, as the name says it, stars. If you have any question, just make sure that you give us a call or you shoot us an email. We will be happy to help you out and figure out how to work with this worksheet and how to get your restaurant to the next level. Thank you.